Situation: you are a committee member of the student union. You are doing a research for the school magazine about lifestyles of students. The theme of the magazine is to educate students to have healthy lifestyles. To help your research, your teacher has recommended that you have an interview with students and attend a talk about healthy teenagers. As part of the research, you will interview about schoolmates' habitats. The talk will be divided into two parts. In the first part, a representative and Professor D. Louis will provide some general information, and in the second part, there will be a question and answer session. Part 1. In this part, you will hear a conversation between interviewers and interviewees. You will have 2 minutes to familiarize yourself with the notes headings for Part 1 before the interview begins. At the end of Part 1, you will have 3 minutes to tidy up your answers.
Interview 1.
Hello, I'm Ricky from the Student Union. We are doing our research for the school magazine about lifestyles of students. Would you like to answer some questions?
Go ahead.
First of all, what's your name?
I'm David from 3D.
What would you like to do when you have free time?
Playing games, of course. A new game called Call of Duty Black Ops is coming out.
I can say I'm also looking forward to this game. But let's finish this research first, shall we?
Oh yes. Sorry. I usually play 3 hours a day.
And you like playing video games because of their good atmospheres?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Let me write it down. Other than playing video games, what do you like to do?
I watch TV from 8 to 9 p.m. every night. I'm a big fan of the Discovery program.
How about weekends? What do you do the most on weekends?
Playing board games, especially basketball or watching movie.
Movies should last 1.5 hours. But how long do you play basketball? And why do you like to do this?
For basketball, we play for about 1 hour. I do that just because I like playing with friends and for fun.
Okay, last question. What facilities would you suggest the school to build for students for entertainment?
I would like to have movie room and better computer equipment, as most of them are outdated.
Okay, and that's it. Thank you for your participation.
My pleasure.
Interview 2.
Excuse me, I'm admin from the student union.
Oh, it's you! How exciting! What can I do for you?
We are doing a research for the school magazine about lifestyles of students.
Oh, great! Let's do it!
What's your name?
I'm Alex, from 5B.
What do you like to do when you have free time?
Actually, as a Form 5 student, I have to prepare for the public examination. So I usually read books and reviews.
Okay. How long do they take?
2 hours each.
Do you have any other activities such as listening to the music?
Oh yeah, I love it because it makes me feel relaxed. I will also surf the net just to search for good music.
You said you have to revise, so I think you have less than half an hour to do it, right?
No, I spend 1 full hour on each on them.
Whoa, don't you think it's too much?
Well, it's because I also share good music with my friends.
Alright, last question. If you can build something for students to entertain at school, what would you recommend?
I hope we can have a bigger music room and library. I think they are too small for me.
Okay, thank you for your participation. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's the end of part 1. You will now have 3 minutes to tidy up your answers.
In this part, you will hear the talk given by Professor D. Luffy. You will have 2 minutes to familiarize yourself with the notes heading for part 2 before the talk begins. At the end of part 2, you will have 3 minutes to tidy up your answers.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's talk, Healthy Teens. I'm Cyrus Lee from Hong Kong Youth Voice. Today, we are going to talk about different ways to become a healthy teen. We have got a special guest too. Please welcome Professor D. Luffy.
Thank you.
Now, Professor D. Luffy is the Senior Officer for the Health Department. That's the Hong Kong Health Department in full, and he's been working there since November 2002.
Oh, yes. I produced my first report on the Hong Kong teenagers' healthy problems back in 1996. Oh no, in 1997, I think. Yes, July 1997. The report was called Hong Kong Youth Healthy. The report was one of the very few healthy reports in the 90s.
I see. That report was completed over 10 years ago. What about recent events? Do the problem get any better?
Unfortunately, it just becomes even worse. So, in December 2000, I started a scheme called the Healthy Teenagers. Even though I joined the Healthy Department later, the scheme still goes on.
Well, that's good to hear it. Anyway, could you tell our audience something about that?
Well, we have meetings every first Sunday in each month, and if you want to know the details about it, please visit www.hktht.com.hk.
Alright, so let's talk about how to lead a healthy lifestyle. I heard that doing exercise is the best way to keep healthy. Am I correct, Mr. Professor?
Well, this is partially correct. Besides